Lots of M416s on Amazon again now. As far as I know, this was kind of the first style gel ball blaster out there was like the ACAM, mini ACAM 47s, and then these M416 gel blasters. In my experience, the first ones were very unreliable and did not shoot well. These definitely, if you prime them, are going to do better. But you got to make sure that you prime those magazines every time. So just make sure you're aware of that. So this one, the brand is one of those names that I don't even know how you say it. It's ZYMYLF. So ZYMYLF. So anyway, that's the brand here. Links, of course, are in the description. So let's check it out, talk about it while we put it together. Of course, safety glasses. Make sure you're always wearing some sort of eye protection, right? So, got that out of the way. We'll talk about the gel beads briefly. I got lots of in-depth videos on soaking your gel beads. Make sure you watch them if you don't know what you're doing. They must get to 7 to 8 millimeters. Don't worry, they can't get too big. Soak them properly. Use a large enough container so they have plenty of room. Give them plenty of water. Don't worry about too much water. After at least 3 hours, overnight is fine. As long as there's room left in the container and there's water left in the container, that means they got big enough. Drain that water off. You can store them for up to 2 weeks in airtight containers. Do not store them in the magazines ever. In fact, make sure your magazine is always empty when you're done. So this is where we're going to load the magazine up. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm not going to be shooting right now. And like I just said, we don't want to store gel balls in here. You're going to load it up. And then you got to prime these. These are mechanical magazines. They need to be primed for this to work better. So you're going to click this for about 5 seconds till a gel ball pops out the top of the feed tube. That means it's primed. You have to do that every time you reload this, okay? And when you're done playing, even if you think you shot all the gel balls out of here, open this up, shake any out, just kind of leave it open, let it air dry. That's a best practice, okay? Battery, 7.4 volt, 500 mAh battery. You can see right here, and your USB charger. It is the 4-pin single plug connection. Let's plug that into an AC adapter, 1 amp or greater, like a smartphone charger is fine. Got a lot of accessories here we're going to put on. You got your holographic optic that lights up that I'll show you, a couple different grips, and then some flash hider choices, plus, a fake suppressor slash muzzle choice as well, and some plastic iron sight type choices to go on the top rail too. So let's start putting it together. So just going to go ahead and line up the barrel, the inside here, and then there's a couple notches and a couple grooves that have to line up, and that clicks in place like that, okay? So the back, the buffer tube where the battery is going to go does a similar thing. You can see those little pieces there. So we're going to take this out by pushing this down, slide the buffer tube out, and then we're going to kind of feed the wire harness through the buffer tube. So once you put the buffer tube on like this, you can just leave it on. You don't really need to be taking it off and on. Same with the front barrel. So we got the buffer tube on here. Battery goes in first, and then connect it on the way in. That's the best way to do it. Then you've got the harness right here, easy to grab, not mashed down at the end. Push this button down on the stock, slide it on, and you can adjust it as you can see. Different positions, right? Now your magazine, go right in here in the mag well. Magazine release button right here. Okay, you can see that. On off or safety switches right here. If it's in safety, you can do the single pull, charging handle and shoot it that way, or we can turn it on and shoot it in fully automatic. Put it back to safety, and let's put some of these accessories on. So you've got your holographic sight here, lights up when you turn it on like that. Let's see if you can see it. Well, kind of hard to see in the picture, but it does light up. That's just going to slide on the top rail, and you can tighten it down. If you wanted to put your little sights on here, they just slide on, stay on with pressure. Probably wouldn't put all of these on, but we will for the sake of the video. Little front grip. Again, these just slide on. Slide on. And then up on the barrel, you can go ahead, like I said, with this kind of suppressor slash muzzle, or you got a couple choices of flash hiders, black and orange. So there it is, your M416 from ZYMYLF. We'll go ahead, we'll get, once it gets light out, we'll load up that magazine and we'll shoot it. We'll test the FPS on it and see how it does. So comments, questions, please post them below. Of course, please like and subscribe. And please share this channel with your friends and participate in the giveaways. And I'll attach that demo for one long version video, plus I'll post these videos separately. So let me know what you guys think, and thanks for the support.